Here we're looking at a NotebookLM from Google, and the nice thing about it is it's free and it does focus on particular documents, so that would be especially useful for students who are perhaps going to take things from their course and able to zero in on them and extract information from them. In this case I'm using a setup that I did with Ian O'Neill, so we've put Ian's documents in here and then I'm asking a question here. Now, the interesting thing is that although it is free, they are allowing you to use the Google Gemini Pro engine instead of the Flash engine, which is the one that's in Gemini if you don't pay for it. So you're actually getting the engine or the model that is the one that you get if you pay for Gemini. The difference, of course, is it's focused on extracting information, but I think that's a very nice thing because A, it gives these nice references and that gets around some of the issues of proof. Here we see a little issue of formatting because it's got those double angle brackets ones, but for most of that, here we see double angle brackets, but for most cases that won't be a problem. Now, what we're also saying is that if I click on this, it will delve into it a bit more and show me exactly where it's come from. So that's a nice thing, and I can go in here as well. I can close that off and I can ask more questions, of course, and there's suggested questions like here, so that's also makes it easier to get up to speed with it. You can go on then see some other suggested ones or just carry on. If I realize that I don't want all the sources, I can just turn off some of them. So for example, I could just zero in on the user guide and exclude the other things. And then if I do a search, it should only be against that one reference instead of there being many references. Now initially it may not seem like that, because if we look here, we'll see that we have got several different references numerically. So we have this one, number 3, 2, and of course 1 here. So is it going across 3 documents when there's only 1 turned on? But if we then click on it, let's have a look. So you can see here that, or we could see just a moment ago when I hovered over it, it was the UML user guide and use cases. If we hover over that one, it also is the UML user guide and use cases. And if we hover over the one that's calling 3, it too will be the same as we go down the bottom, UML user guide and use cases. So it's more about where it is because it's chunked this document up. So you could see, for example, that this number 1 is up here in that particular place. That's in the same part, same part, same part, same part, etc. So we're looking at chunks here, we're not looking at different documents. So that way it is actually sticking to the document that we want. If I was to do something like, oh there it is, how does the author's prototype chat? But so that will go to the paper, we can be pretty sure. So for example, that's Ian's paper. Let's have a look at this one, just picking at random, Ian's paper. Yeah. The rest of it's pretty common sense, I suppose. I can add more sources here, just upload or choose file. But there's also these other options. We have 50 options, which is plenty, obviously. We can pick as well from our drive. And indeed we can pick transcripts from YouTube. It'll just pick that up automatically if there is a transcript. And we can paste in text here. You just paste it right in there. And there's a website we can point to. So it's all very handy, and it's actually 500,000 words is the limit on a particular source. So it seems like a very high limit. So that's it really. You can just go over there to that address, NotebookLM, and click on Try NotebookLM. Good luck, and I hope you enjoy it. we'll stop there.